Ladies and gentlemen, today we have with us a very special guest. First of all, before I introduce the guest, I need to introduce myself, right? My name is Rafi Chowdhury. I am the founder of RafiChowdhury.com, a blog that is all about creative professionals, entrepreneurs, marketing, all sorts of stuff, my personal experiences, chess, you name it, I talk about it. So if you haven't checked out my blog yet, go to it. Look at the articles, look at what I'm doing, look at some of the people that we've brought onto that show and that blog, and enjoy it. So for today, I have a very special guest with me, a guest that I actually interviewed 3 years ago, and she's back on the show again. We have with us Sybil Marie Presley, the Tennessee Stress Buster, right?
That is me. And I wanted to say hello to all the waiters and waitresses out there, and to the customers that go to restaurants. And I want to talk to you about a very special month I created a few years back. Mm-hmm. And it's called Big...
No.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to ask you a question.
Well, go ahead.
You created this. You're the founder of this entire concept? Wow.
Right. I created it because I've been a lifetime waitress for about 50 years. Mm-hmm. But I kind of hung up my apron strings. Mm. And but every now and then I'll go into a restaurant with my friend and help her out. And so I wrote this book called The Soap Opera Grill. Mm. And you can find me on Facebook, Sybil Presley, and I'm wearing a little red glitter hat. I think I'm the only Sybil Presley on Facebook. So if you send me a message, I'll send you information on my book. And it's called Poems from a Southern Waitress. Mm. And I talk about a lot of things that get on waiters and waitresses' nerves. Mm-hmm. And then it's a mixture of, inspirational poems as well. So that's what the book is about. And,
so this is your own book you wrote?
Right.
Wow.
The Soap Opera Grill is a fictitious restaurant. I do comedy as a waitress sometimes. I dress up as a waitress. And so I wanted to do something special. Mm-hmm. That's when I created the Be Kind to Food Service Month.
Wow.
And that's kind of to bring the diners and the food service kind of together like public relations.
Okay.
And so we celebrate that every January for the entire month.
Okay.
And Congressman Steve Cohen, right here in Memphis, Tennessee, where I live, he gave me a proclamation for the state of Tennessee.
Wow, really?
To honor the Be Kind to Food Service Month. And actually, I'm trying to get it through Congress to make it a national celebration. Mm-hmm. I'm in the Chase Book of Calendars. It talks about that. So how we celebrate is I like for businesses to honor the waiters and waitresses by giving them a discount or free fries or sodas or something like that. Mm-hmm. Half price off a meal that whole month. And what the servers do, they bring in their pay stubs to show that they're employed as a waiter or waitress.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then a lot of times I host a blood drive, and I ask all the waiters and waitresses in Memphis to come to probably a church setting or something like our community center. Okay. And donate blood. And we make a big festival of it that same day.
Wow.
Like food and health vendors, musicians, and a talent show. So we raise a lot of blood that way. Mm-hmm. And maybe have talent shows throughout the month where waiters and waitresses can sing or do ventriloquism or whatever their talent is.
Gotcha. That's very, very interesting.
It's kind of a fun thing. So
yeah.
I wanted to get on Facebook here on your world famous show and let people know that is going on.
I'm absolutely glad to hear that. So now, let me ask you a couple of questions about that. So is this a thing that's local to Memphis or Tennessee, or is this a national thing or global thing? Are there other
everybody can do it, but I just so happened to get it official here in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay. And that's where it started.
What the entire month of January, every day?
Every day, January 1st. And I picked January because that's the first day, first month of the year.
Right.
And it's also the month that the blood drive goes on.
Okay.
So I try to encourage to come and give blood. And,
Right. It's a great
help,
idea.
Help that need at the same time.
Gotcha.
And I've been waiting tables, I guess, since I was about 20 years old.
Wow.
And I grew up.
Wasn't Elvis Presley like one of your customers or something?
No.
Too bad.
I wish he did come in. I would have been all shook up.
That would have been nice, right?
And but I grew up in the the male diner
Yeah.
type thing, Alice's restaurant and so forth,
Mm-hmm.
and the old-fashioned restaurant. So literally, they would have waitress wanted sign in the window,
Mm-hmm.
and you could just walk in, take the sign with you like they do on male diners, and they hire you on the spot. You don't have to have 15 interviews and college degree and all that. You just sling hash for cash.
Mm.
And the Ma and Pa restaurants was like the backbone of America.
Right, exactly.
And the ones that I grew up in, instead of the computers where you type in your orders,
Mm-hmm.
we wrote it down on a little pad
Okay.
and took it to the kitchen. And then there was a wire clothesline
You hang it on there,
about this
right?
way.
Yeah.
You take clothespins and hang the ticket up. And
I haven't seen that in years.
oh
Like,
yeah.
I remember that though. They still.
And they do have a few. If you're out driving, through the country,
Mhm.
you might stop in some roadside diners, and they still do it the same way.
Yeah.
And that was just wonderful. Then you had the same people come in, and like one big family, and make money on tips.
Mm-hmm.
And funny things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's awesome.
yeah, I had
Since-
a funny thing happen to me too.
What happened?
Well, what?
Oh, guys, story
What
time.
is? Well, yeah. The funny thing that happened to me was I had a regular customer,
Uh-huh.
A truck driver,
Yeah.
but he was a little, kind of a thin truck driver that you normally not big and bulky. Anyway,
See,
he
that's
parked
the-
he parked his semi in the truck, in the parking lot. Come in, and he sat down and ordered his breakfast. His eggs and ham and a big cup of coffee. But anyway, in the meantime, 3 motorcycle people come in. They parked their cycles,
Mm-hmm.
and he was sitting on the counter, and I was waiting on him. And 2 sat on one side, 1 sat on the other side, and they was picking on him because he was kind of scrawny,
Mm-hmm.
laughing because he was a truck driver.
Mhm.
Had his leather jacket on, and so one of the motorcycle people reached over and picked up his bacon and took a bite, and picked a piece of his ham, took a bite, and laid it back down on the plate. And the other one on the other side picked up his coffee cup, drank some coffee out of it, and sat it down. And this truck driver didn't say a word. He just went right on eating. Then after a while, he got up, paid his bill, and he left, drove his semi-truck off the parking lot. And then the motorcycle rider said, Sybil? I said, yeah. And I have my name on the name tag.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that truck driver wasn't much of a man, was he? And I says, no, I reckon not. But he wasn't much a driver either. He just ran over 3 motorcycles.
Is this a true story?
Well, I'll let you guess about that.
I'm not sure.
But a lot of things happen funny in the restaurant. And sometimes, the customers come in and they blame the waiter and waitress
Yeah.
for things that go on. And we don't have no control over how the food comes out of the kitchen. And I just like to encourage the diners out there to have a little respect for the waiters and waitresses, and for the waiters and waitresses to show respect for the customers. And don't get mad at the booth hoppers, or people can't make up their mind where they're going to sit. And then you come out with a glass of water, and they're not there. It's somebody else's station.
Does a glass of water have just water, or is it water and spit mixed together a lot of times?
No, we don't. The whole 50 years of waiting tables, we never done or even thought of stuff like that.
Really?
Mm.
So you're telling me that is a myth? It's a
I don't know
law.
what they do now, but we didn't do stuff like that then. And but I love being a waitress,
Uh-huh.
and I just hope y'all get my book and get a laugh out of it.
What is the name of your book? Tell us one more time.
It's the Soap Opera Grill.
And how can we get it? Where is the book available?
Well,
Amazon?
It's on my Facebook page.
Okay.
I mean,
Sybil,
not my Facebook page.
I'll leave the link in the
You know
description.
what? I've actually got a website.
Oh.
It's sybilpresley.com. And then my book's on there.
Okay.
But you know, Amazon is a
I'll
good
put those
idea.
links on there.
Amazon's a good idea.
Yeah, get on Amazon.
What's wrong with me? I need to be on Amazon.
Gotta be on Amazon,
Yeah.
Kindle, everywhere.
And one of my big things I used to tell people, and they would laugh at it, I just said, don't give me no lip, just leave me your tip. And, you know, it just, restaurant is something else because people like to eat, and it makes a great living for people that's trying to move on to something else.
Right, exactly.
A lot of stars and actors started out as waiters and waitresses.
Absolutely, that makes sense.
So,
Cool. So one final question that I have for you. You've been a waitress for a while now. What is your favorite restaurant in Memphis?
I like the Cupboard. It's right down the street from where I live, and they have all kind of home cooking. They're real close to the
Is that a buffet?
old restaurant. No,
Oh, darn.
it's not all you can eat. You sit down, you get a plate, and that's all you get.
Okay. What do they have there?
Order something else. You know, it's like chicken and meatloaf.
Ooh, Southern food.
Southern food, cornbread and biscuits, and dessert,
Cupboard.
banana pudding, and so forth. But they're part of Memphis history.
Yeah.
And they've been around for years and years and years. And Charles Cavellis owns it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the summertime, they bring in big cantaloupes and watermelon, fresh out of the patch. So I'm the girl that waits on tables, waiting for the tables to turn. and while they turn, y'all hit me up, and I can put you on to some great home-based businesses, which we'll talk about later.
Sounds good, guys. Thank you again so much, Sybil, for joining us and talking about the Waitress Appreciation Month and introducing us a little bit about Memphis and how food industry is here. We always appreciate you talking to us and sharing your knowledge
and I
with
just
us.
love being on your show. This is the second time.
Well, thank you. We are honored. We are
We're
honored.
gonna have to make this a regular feature here.
Yeah, we should. We'll definitely have you back again.
Yes.
Thank
Talk
you so
y'all
much
later.
again. All right, see you guys.
Bon appetit.